If you don't have enough money saved for college and you don't know how to navigate the complex financial system, then you need to hear this. I'm Teresa Crowley, and for decades, I've worked with families, helping them move through the complex financial aid and college selection process. Most families fall into the familiar trap of playing the college status game. Families will search the certain major that their student wants, and then search for which college ranks most highly for that major. The problem is that every family is doing the same thing. This leads to frustrated students who aren't getting into the colleges they want to get into, and parents who feel like they're just disconnected from their students from fighting all year. It takes more than a Google search to be able to figure out where your student is truly going to feel at home for the next 4 years. Statistically, most students will change their major not once, but twice. So picking a college only for the major really doesn't make sense for most families. And in fact, most students will also change colleges once, which is why most students take 5.5 years to get a 4-year degree. It's one of the most expensive mistakes that families make. As a parent, I know it is really hard to face statistics when you're looking at your own kid. The good news is you don't have to. You can use statistics in your favor. Look, at the end of the day, this is not about changing your student. This is about learning how to change your perspective about how colleges work. Colleges are businesses, and colleges are in the business of risk management. If they're going to spend tens of thousands of dollars on your student, whether it's scholarship, merit, or financial aid, they need to know that their investment is going to be worth it. So colleges are ultimately asking 3 questions. Will your student enroll there if they accept them? Will your student graduate? And how much are you really willing to pay? These answers are important to the college, and they are plugged into the school's strategic enrollment management system to help the school figure out what is the least amount of money that they can pay your student and still get your student to come there. Ultimately, colleges are penalizing parents for their hard work and not paying students enough for theirs. Understanding a game is the first step to beating it. I've developed a course to help you do exactly that. I'll teach you how to find colleges that fly just under the radar, but are still in the top 10% of colleges and universities nationwide. There's over 3,400 accredited schools in our country. We want to find the ones that make the most sense and truly fit who your student already is. We're going to talk about how to get your student noticed by a college. Colleges can tell how long your student has spent on their website, whether or not your student is opening their emails, and they're tracking much more on social media than they were 10 years ago. I'll teach you how these algorithms think so that you can take advantage of the way that big data is now playing a part in how colleges are recruiting students. I'll teach you how to maximize financial aid. You probably already know that the FAFSA is an important part of determining how much money your student gets for college. You'll need to fill it out not just in year 1, but for all 4 years. I'll show you the inner workings of how colleges calculate aid, so that even after your offer has come in, you have a good shot of getting a few thousand more for your child. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm good at what I do. I've mastered the game so that parents can finally enjoy their last year home with their student. I know it feels like our kids were in preschool just yesterday. Don't delay any longer.
She helped actually both of our kids sort of figure out what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go, and what criteria would really made sense for them. So, you know, it was such a helpful conversation. They treated our kids like adults, which was pleasant. And the kids really responded well to it.
I was able to kind of like figure out what, what are things I wanted, what I was like looking for. And it made me feel like a lot more calm and less stressed about the situation because, you're going through your senior year, you have your classes, you want to get good grades, finish out your final year of high school strong, you're saying goodbye to your friends. It's a lot.
And I must say it's the best decision I've ever made. It's the best investment I've ever made because Teresa really worked with us and made this seamless. And she made it about Anika, who's our daughter.
The best time to start planning for college was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If you need help getting your student the maximum financial aid for college, this course is the right place to start. Click the link below and sign up for our course now.